Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we have a reading for you. I'm actually kind of excited. We've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, which is a really great start because it feels to me like we have somebody that has been establishing themselves as an independent provider, or maybe you bought a house, maybe you moved somewhere, maybe you ended a relationship. There is a focus here of I'm going to do things on my own. It might not be easy, but I'm going to figure out how to do it, how to make it work, right? And as a result of your willingness to stand on your own and not fall into that trap of being codependent or unwilling to develop, there is a choice that's being offered to you. There is an offer that I think you're going to like, but it's almost like, have you ever ordered something and accidentally gotten two of the thing that you ordered and then had to decide what you're going to do about that? I actually did that recently. The little thing I use to hold my phone when I do the shorts that I record for you all started to break. I don't know if you noticed that sometimes it would be like a little wobbly at the end. And I accidentally got two of them. And now I have to decide what to do with the second one. But I feel like this is somebody who maybe even like over manifested or just is that lucky. But I do feel like there is a sense here that you have a lot of abundance coming your way. So I'm excited for you. Let's go in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Ooh, okay, I like it. Hi, Jess. How are we doing? Let's start with the Fairy Lenormand and see what else we have for you. I should probably mention what I did in the last video. I am still offering the one question for $5. Must be payable, by the way, through Cash App or PayPal. But probably in like 2 weeks or so, I think I'm going to make it a minimum that you have 2, maybe 3, I think probably 2 readings. Because most people end up coming back for another question or 70. So, which is the idea, right? But I get it. You want to make sure that you're dealing with somebody who's legit, and I can appreciate that. I have got some interesting readings that are true. It was part of my research. All right, so we've got the Sun, number 31, and the masculine energy, number 28. So this feels to me like somebody who is walking into one of the best chapters of their life. This is somebody who has, I think, been working very diligently towards a goal, even though there is some ambiguity here or some, I don't really know what to expect. The universe seems to want to kind of clue you in that you're about to get some really good news. Things are about to turn out better than you expected. And I like that for you quite a lot. I like that a lot. All right, let's get some tarot. This is the Golden Art Nouveau. Hello, Paul. Hello, Sud. Is it Binder? How are you? Hello, Miriam. How are we doing? We've got the 10 of Pentacles. It's in the reverse, as is Temperance and the Empress. It's a little bit of a gut punch. I think there had to be something removed or lost before you were interested in pursuing something different. It kind of feels to me like, and this might not be how it resonates for you, but it kind of feels like acknowledging, okay, this is maybe not the best friend that I thought. And when you end that friendship, you're able to then have space in your life for somebody that you're able to really get close to in a more meaningful way. So with the Temperance and Empress both in the reverse, this is like a long-term relationship that was not very good. not very encouraging, not very supportive. This would have been kind of difficult. So I feel like our masculine energy, remember, we all have feminine and masculine energy, so this could be anyone. But this is somebody who has dealt with an Empress in the reverse and lived to tell about it. Created some independence on their own, right? You may have moved, you may have gotten a new job, you may have just, blocked this person, whatever it is, you made a significant change. Yeah. So this Lover's card has come out again. You might have Gemini in your chart, but we've got somebody that chose to walk away, even though it was quite difficult. And that Eight of Cups is the predecessor to the Nine of Cups, right? Which is your wish fulfillment. You walked away, took time to heal, and that's why the universe is ready to extend to you a few things that you might be interested in. We heard that your favorite is Dr. Pepper, so here is an entire trunk. Enjoy. I'll be like, what am I supposed to drink next week? Hello there, Penny. How are you? Hello, Angel. Oh, I like this. Look at it. So this is you. You are coming out as the King of Swords. Again, don't get too caught up on that gender. This is, but also kind of in line with that Gemini energy, right? This is somebody who is achieving a leveling up. This is ascension. This is that next level in life. So if you've been struggling financially, you're going to find things are easier. It's not as challenging to maintain a savings account, or you're able to, buy that boat you wanted, or you're able to take that vacation. This is somebody who is experiencing a change in their life that is meaningful and makes them feel like there's security where previously there was not. We have Judgment in the reverse. 10 of Cups. Justice in the reverse. I knew we were going to see that. Ace of Pentacles. We might also see the Ace of Wands, because this is like new opportunities, good stuff. It's really exciting, actually. So there was, I believe, something that could not be salvaged, and that might have served as a bit of inspiration here. So what do I mean by that? Let's say this person, whoever you are, you've gone through a difficult time that involved a breakup or needing to end a friendship or connection in your family. Whatever this is, this Empress in the reverse, this is somebody who has kind of taken a lot from you, right? Tapped you of your energy. With Judgment in the reverse, I feel like this is somebody who has maybe even influenced you to make decisions you wish you hadn't made. For some of you, this person maybe resulted in you taking time away from spending nights and weekends with your kids, or being able to invest in a hobby or a new business. I feel like part of the regret here is I could have been doing so much with that time if I hadn't gotten, into a relationship or a friendship or whatever with this Empress in the reverse. This 10 of Cups makes me feel like there was something I should have been doing instead that would have been making me much happier, right? For some of you, this is feeling distracted from somebody's soulmate or who they feel like they should have been with, right? So Justice in the reverse, the universe is saying, yes, you probably could have handled that differently. What if we give you another shot? For some of you, this is a second chance in love with somebody they failed before. For others of you, this is somebody who has a chance at love with somebody who is brand new. Sometimes we get a little too caught up on things from the past. Sometimes there are people who have really worked on themselves, and it's actually decent to consider whether or not you want to pursue something with that person. That's on you, right? But this is somebody here who has a chance at a new life, and it's not just because they've been able to walk away from something toxic. It's because they're willing to invest in something that's meaningful, right? They're not looking for that same thing anymore. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Death in the reverse, and Page of Swords. Yeah, I think you have a pretty strong sense of boundaries now because you have dealt with somebody that was expecting you to do all of the work or wanted to get more from you than they were able to offer you. So I do think that you're a little stingy with your affection, but I'm not going to really like, I even feel a little bad using that word because it's more like you're selective. I'm not going to give my energy to somebody who is, an empress in the reverse, right? Hello, Miss Hartree. How are you? Hello, Peggy. Hello, Hayden. What's going on? All right. What else do we have? So we have somebody that feels the need to communicate. Yeah, Knight of Swords. This is somebody who's coming in quickly with a message. I think they're going to let you know what happened and the road they've traveled to get where they are now. Because this Emperor in the reverse is now a Nine of Pentacles. They have reclaimed the power that they felt like they had given up to this Empress in the reverse. So you might struggle to recognize this person. They're going to have a very different energy. Just like initially when you see them, it's going to be different. Now, for that portion of people where you're dealing with somebody new, you're going to read that it's a more authentic energy than what you've dealt with in people previously, right? All right, this is the signs of the times. I agree. What else do we have? Well, this did come out like maybe a week ago, but it's pretty accurate considering we have the Ace of Pentacles, right? There's an opportunity here for, I think, dreams to be achieved, someone to really kind of experience what they thought was impossible. This could be success. This could be a long-term relationship. There could have been maybe like a little bit of disbelief in terms of whether or not healthy relationships really existed. And I think everyone's had that thought, right? But there are enough people who are committed to being a better person each day than true love. It's possible, right? It's possible. I think the saddest day you could have is when you give up on the idea that there are humans out there that actually want to be good to you. That's a really sad thing. Because there are. Gossip. So this feels to me like there are going to be people asking you questions. People who don't have any right to be asking you those questions. Whatever this new opportunity is, it could be that you have some kind of spotlight on you. It could be that you have a job that people are a little envious of. It could be that you start a relationship with somebody that has a lot of other people interested. There are going to be people that want to get those details. They want to understand why, who, where, what do you want, and that's not their business. I do feel like being willing to be a bit private is important to this because there are some haters lurking. I can feel it. Yeah. Don't feed the trolls. I know they have cute hair, but don't feed them. Don't give them information. So like really think about your social media, right? Because if they don't have any breadcrumbs of information, then I see them deciding to move on and choose somebody else to deal with. In other words, when you don't feed the trolls, they go somewhere else. Bonus. Toodaloo. So keep your private information to yourself. It may be difficult because you might be really happy about what's going on, but I think that's important. Can you tell anybody? Of course. But this is the inner circle and the reverse card. So that's telling me you got to be selective, you know? Who do you really trust? This is the Kipper. Journey, number 10. Concern in the reverse. So I do feel like there's somebody here traveling. For some of you, this could be more about your spiritual journey. There is nothing to be concerned about. But I do also feel like for many of you, you could be traveling to visit somebody. You could be checking out a new place that you'd like to live. And it looks like the universe wants to tell you that's what they want you to do. Things will be made easier for you with regards to this journey. Yeah. I do feel like this has something to do with our lovers card. So, because we've got the lovers in the reverse. Somebody's worried about not being chosen or not being good enough, not being on the level. And I feel like it's worrying over things that aren't necessarily accurate. I don't want to tell you that your emotions are not valid. They are valid. But I do want to just ask you, do you think that you're looking at the situation in an unbiased way? Are you expecting the worst? Have you really considered everything? Because I feel like whoever I'm reading for, you know that there's a good chance that this could end the way that you want it to. And I want you to just like cozy up to that like it's one of those like body pillows. All right. Let's go with the Tattoo Tarot. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Two of Cups in the reverse. I do feel there's been some not so great advice or somebody who was not supportive of this. I mean, it feels like somebody who's pursuing a relationship, but again, this could be about a passion project, right? I feel like there's somebody that you were hoping that would be supportive that ended up not really being as awesome as you had hoped. They discouraged you from making a change. And it looks to me like you were kind of wondering if this was self-serving. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. If you sensed that somebody gave you advice that was wrong because they selfishly wanted you to do something that would benefit them, I think you eventually got to the point where you communicated to this person, I disagree with you. And I feel like you literally said it because it benefits you or because you didn't want me to leave. And that really sucks, man. You know, I've had a best friend tell me that their plan was to move 2 states away because they knew they needed to get away from somebody that was toxic. And it broke my heart, but my advice was that's probably the right move. I will miss you, but that's probably the right move. You've got to be able to love the people that you claim are important to you in such a way that is beneficial to them, not just self-serving, right? That's not love, that's possessiveness. I want you here. I'm sure parents face that. I'm not a parent, but when you get to that point where your kid leaves at 18 and they start to make their own decisions, like there's a little bit of ambiguity there. So the 7 of Cups aligns with our Cloud card, number 6. There is uncertainty that is causing this King of Swords some frustration. I do feel like this is somebody who really likes facts, tactile information. I do feel like this person has spent money. So whoever you are, King of Swords, you're, making changes, right? Making moves. There are things that I feel you have done or you will do to make sure that certain people don't find out where you're going, what you're doing, how you're living, because it's not their business. You might feel that that's necessary because of whoever's in your past, and I support that. You don't have to be putting your life on display for everyone, right? So with the Five of Swords, there is somebody here that is not necessarily rooting for you in terms of getting this stability. So that silence is a good idea. And I also feel like for many of you, that's part of why we're thinking maybe a different location will be real nice, Hello, Key Controller. How are you? 20? No. Definitely not. Nope. All right. And also, this is one of those Two of Wands cards that always makes me think of travel because there's more of a focus on that globe or that world. It's like the old lifestyle, the old location, the old, friends. You've gotten what you could from that situation in terms of learning about yourself and learning how to better live. But there's not a lot else you can get from that. Nine of Wands, Ace of Cups in the reverse. Pretty desolate. I've done what I can, and I think it's time for me to go somewhere where I can, actually plant a garden, actually enjoy my life, because the Ten of Pentacles is in the reverse. This is like working for a company that doesn't promote from within. This is like a person who promises to be there for you, but really only expects you to be there for them. There's a desire to go a different path and do what's right for you. And that's what ushers in these opportunities. The universe is like, okay, they're done with that. So let's make sure they have the right job. Let's make sure they have the right living situation. Let's make sure they have the love that they're looking for because you took care of yourself or, those who are dependent upon you. This is the Pulp Tarot. Hello, I think it says Weaver. WJ Weaver? How are you? Thank you. That's very kind of you to say. I appreciate that. Hello, John. How are you doing? Likewise. We've got the Ten of Wands, Three of Pentacles in the reverse, Seven of Wands in the reverse. And I do feel like this is the awkward haircut stage, or it's about to be over. And what do I mean by that? I mean, if you don't know, have you never gotten a bad haircut? I've definitely gotten a bad haircut. Where there's nothing you can do, it's just a little bit weird, right? Another example, when I moved into my apartment and I did not have my bed the first night, all I had was like an oversized bean bag and just make it work, Sometimes not everything is set up. Not everything is perfect. You make it work. I feel like that's what's happening here. Somebody is like making things work the best they can, getting that furniture in place when they can, or dealing with the conversations with people that they need to, lining things up. Give yourself credit because you're doing something that most people are afraid of. So one step at a time. And I don't know, maybe get like one of those little like posters on the wall and you can give yourself a gold star after each of the things that you've done, like I took out the garbage today. I'm just kidding. I really hate taking out the garbage though. So if I got stickers for it, maybe that would help. Hello, Grant. I literally have to do it right now, but I'm going to now that I've made fun of myself for it. All right. Three of Wands, King of Swords. This King of Swords, whoever you are, proud of you. You're taking action. You're ready. You made the plans. Two of Wands, Three of Wands. Now you're going to act on them. I've laid the foundation. I've gotten whatever I can ready. Now is the time. Knight of Swords is some of the fastest moving energy in the deck. Probably the second fastest moving, right? And when you're motivated by what doesn't work and you see an opportunity to have what does work, you're willing to make changes. The Tower is not as scary as everyone thinks. I'm actually quite excited about this because this means there might be a lot of changes all at once, but I feel like this is addressing the Ace of Love in the reverse, or Ace of Cups in the reverse. You have felt a lack of friendship. You have felt a lack of support. You have felt a lack of romantic love, and everything's changing at once. This instability because you were taking action. Now you're getting the good stuff. Yep. All right. Let's get a few from the Zodiac fortune telling cards. You have big ideas which you must carry out. Some of you are supposed to be producing music, writing books, painting, dancing, teaching people at the community school. There's something here that you can do that will help others. You will be successful, carry through your ideas. Maybe there's a brand you're supposed to start. True blue in every respect. You're going to have people that you can count on. If this has been a struggle for you, you're going to find a best friend. You're going to find, for some of you, a mother or a father figure. For others of you, you're going to find that romantic connection that finally feels like it's reciprocated or it's stable, right? All right, this is the Gilded Reverie. The number 14 could be important. That's weird. And then 41 comes out, which is the Mirror. So I do feel like it's important for you not to be blabbing your business. Have I said hello to Key Controller? How are you? But there are going to be people talking about your business. So I'm really getting that you're not supposed to be like feeding into it. I do feel like there's going to be some people that are talking about it in a positive way. These are the birds that I like better. There's two of this specific card, right? And this is more of like people saying you've done really well. You can be respectful without having to let people into your business, right? Yeah, this is, there are going to be people in the next several years and probably already that you've dealt with that will wear a mask happily if it gets them access to your information. I cannot stress enough, you are supposed to live a private life. You are not supposed to be telling everybody your business. There might be things you can do to inspire others that go through similar experiences or similar journeys. That's fine. But there are some people who want to have access to your personal information and they do not have that right. Yeah, there are people here that want to know about your love life. There are people that are jealous or feel like you're batting out of your league. So if you get into a relationship and you feel like there are people that are jealous of you, or you feel like there are people that just are that curious, giggle about it. Do not give them all of the ammo that they're looking for because they just want to talk about you. You know what I mean? All right, this is the Romance Angel Oracle. I like it, Peggy. Past life relationship. So for many of you, this is somebody that you have felt a very strong connection to over a long period of time, but you haven't really ever been able to be together. For others of you, you have this new connection and it feels like for some reason you've known them a lot longer than you actually have. you connect on a lot of different things, or you feel like you already have inside jokes. And I think it leads to a little bit of like a fool's rush in vibe. But let's keep in mind, if we're talking about the movie, correct me if I'm wrong, things actually work out for them, right? Like they do rush in, they're a bit foolish, but it works out. So use your discernment. Do not do anything you feel uncomfortable with. But I do think that there's a strong connection here, a type of love where you feel so comfortable with somebody, you don't really feel like you have to wait 5 years before you get married or 2 years or whatever. Make responsible decisions, okay, please? But we have a sense that somebody really understands who you are or sees who you are, and they are themselves also authentic. And I do feel like you have the same sense of humor. You can be very playful with this person. You don't have to worry about them being like judgmental if you make really immature puns all the time that are, definitely not reflective of your age. That's me. Yep. I don't make all of them on this channel. I promised my mama I would stop swearing as much. Are you saying you feel attacked, Grant? So we do have religious factors at play in this connection. So you might have grown up with different beliefs. You might have one person that doesn't really, like maybe they're agnostic or atheist, and another person is more of a believer, but it has influenced your upbringing or how you approach life. The important thing that I see here, though, is this is still somebody that you connect with. It might just be that, kind of like with communication, maybe you grew up learning a different language, but you can still navigate that, right? You can still communicate. I don't see it as being like an obstacle, like a serious one. I feel like that's downplaying it. It's not something that ends the connection. Religion is definitely something that can have serious influence on a relationship, right? I'm not saying it doesn't, but you are able to figure this out. This is the energy oracle. What do you think? Maybe we'll see Angel of Love. Door to personal healing and happiness. Healer of the ages. Anybody? Paul, that works. And I imagine that's pretty helpful, actually. Have I said hello to Voyager? I like that, Angel. All right, we've got number 39, fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. The fifth chakra is the solar plexus chakra, which is about self-definition. So this looks to me like somebody who is realizing they don't want to be defined by a broken heart. Yes, I've been through a really difficult time. I might even say that I have been traumatized, right? Sending you a hug. But you realize that you've become stronger as a result of the things that you've been through, not weaker. And you reorganize that energy, right? I don't want to spend time wasting my life. I'm going to find a way to be happy. That's the energy that's coming through. I'll take it. That's very lovey-dovey. Number 35, first chakra, Archangel Michael. First chakra, of course, crown chakra, but it says self-knowledge next to it. I have my little thingy up there, okay, you guys? It's got everything written down about the chakras. Okay. Hello, dude. What's up? How you doing? And then we've got number 44, woman holding a heart. I just heard bow chicka bow wow, which is a little bit more complex than probably the romantic feelings that we get from this card. But I do feel like this is talking about two individuals that have been able to work on a broken heart and find within themselves the ability to hope for a true connection, something that is respectful and worth it, right? Worth the wait kind of comes to mind, or diamond in the rough. Those might resonate for you. But this is about realizing that it wasn't a waste of time to hope that things could go well or could end well, right? Yay! I think I'm gonna leave it there because that's really positive and I like that. Go get you your happy love story, okay, peoples? It's your turn. It's your time. And then before you do that, real quick, just give me a little likey poo, or if you haven't subscribed yet, do that. Or if you feel like you need a personal reading, you can just check for my email. It's in the description box. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.